All right, good morning. Monday morning. It's November 20th, and evidently this week is Thanksgiving. I found that out yesterday, so I thought it was in 2 weeks. But that's awesome. We have so much going on right now, and it is like an amazing time in your business. I'm looking right now. Congratulations, Jen Worth. Just ranked up to a level 8. Is that right? Whoop, whoop. Yeah, give her a hand. That's a huge deal. That's a big deal. So awesome job. You have been working your tail off. I know because I see you everywhere showing up and engaged, and you're on here every day. So you're doing everything it takes, girl. Okay, so what I want to start with, it's Monday. Today, we are going to go over how to really dig in and optimize the buy two, get one free for today. We're going to give you some action steps that you can take and work on hard today. And we're going to go over the promo so you make sure you understand it and you're able to coach it. And you know, one thing, Brian, what up, Courtney Bedwell? Love you, girl. I know that she is committed to crushing the promo. We had a great call today. So here's what Brian Underwood always said. When there's a promo, as a leader, you hit it. You chase it hard and you go for it. There's two types of leaders in this business. There's ones where when promos and sales come out, the leader goes, well, that's not a leader, that's a manager. They're looking down and they're waiting for everyone to come alive. The people that I see leading from the front are eyes on the prize, and their teams catch their energy. Their teams catch their fire. You lead from a place of current credibility. And yesterday when that promo came out, we just, as a leadership group in my organization, we just got together and we said, it's time for us to put up our hands and hit it ourselves, and then find those people that really want to dig in and commit with us. But it starts with you. And so just getting your mindset right today. It's Monday, and I had an article sent to me by a friend this week, and it was really insightful. There's one thing about this business is so many people see it as conceptual. There's so many great trainings that we have that just sit in the area of conceptual. And if you've not been taking action steps daily to move your business forward, and by that, moving your volume forward, moving your relationships forward, moving, your business forward, then it's time to start with something simple. And this was an amazing article. And because what happens is we sometimes start feeling behind, or we sometimes are looking like, if you're a rising champion, you've just come in, you're looking at that 6 like it's huge. It's so hard to get to. It's unattainable, or, a legend, and oh my gosh. And, for me, I really related. I've always wanted to write a book. I used to be a writer, and every day, every single day, I don't write. You know why? Because in my head, I'm supposed to produce on my first book a New York Times bestseller. Like, that's the goal for me. And so I have not started writing for 2 to 3 years, and I'm a writer. And reading this article, it made so much sense to me, because it's something deep in me I've always wanted, but it's been too big. And so it was too daunting to begin. And the thing about this article, it's called the do something principle. Okay, the do something principle. And take a few notes. I'm going to just give you some nuggets, and then we're going to get into the meat and the training. But I want to start with motivation today, because that's where this begins. But if we're looking at something like this huge daunting task, at times it keeps us from just taking that first simple step forward. What do you know about ketones or ketosis? Or showing up and writing 200 crappy words a day. That's it. And they talk about that in here. So it says, most people only commit to action if they feel a certain level of motivation. And they only feel motivation when they feel an emotional inspiration. I think our company does a beautiful job at inspiring people to take action. People only become motivated to study for the exam when they're afraid of the consequences. People only pick up and learn that instrument when they feel inspired to play for someone. And we've all slacked off for lack of motivation before. How many people are sitting there today feeling unmotivated? You can be honest. If you're feeling, oh good, I don't see any hands. Okay, awesome. But if you're feeling unmotivated, it's up to you. That's part of your DMO, to wake up in the morning and to get yourself freaking motivated. I know we heard from Michael Rutherford, and he plays Eminem, dun, 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 dun. Like, wouldn't that motivate you? Or, you know, one of your favorite podcasts. This weekend was challenged in helping a girl close out to get her GoPro. I was feeling my energy was low, and maybe that was translating to her, and she was facing a lot of resistance. And it was one of my first times as a coach. I was like, we got to do this, and I don't know what to do right now, you know? And all I could do for myself, I just turned on Grant Cardone, and I just started listening to him talk about people and closing. And it just clicked in my mind, hey, we ain't getting on the phone. We're not getting on the phone with people. We're relying on text message to close this up. And it's a really big deal for her to hit GoPro. It wasn't the GoPro. It was that she had done everything right up until this point, and we couldn't get a close. And so it was just, I got motivated. She got motivated. She stayed till the buzzer and she hit it. But it was about getting more personal too with people. Emotional inspiration leads to motivation, which leads to desirable action. But there's one problem operating under this framework. Often the changes and actions we most need in our lives are inspired by negative emotions, which simultaneously hinder us from taking action. Okay, so it's like almost like you've heard of the fear paralysis. It's like if the negative emotion is fear, that might be the emotion that keeps you from reaching out. So your actions will create further emotional reactions and inspirations and move on to motivate your future actions. So, you know, basically the goal in this is identify the emotion that you're feeling that's keeping you from action. And then at first, to really first get that wheel started, you're going to have to take action. And then that action should lead to a good emotional response, motivation, and now you're in the rhythm. Does it ever strike you how it's like the successful people just keep getting successful? It's like you pop one promoter who wants to run, and all of a sudden that person has 2 or 3 more promoters running, where for 6 months they didn't have anything. I mean, that's kind of my story. I would say 4 months ago it was just like a grit, dry time. I was like, just gotta freaking take some action. Wasn't feeling it. It was probably a negative emotion, but it drove me to just simply starting to have more conversations. And from that, hitting that 1, hitting that 2, and now all of a sudden there's energy, there's momentum, there's more confidence, there's more flow, and it's all starting to turn the wheel. So if you've been sitting in your organization and in your business and you have not been taking action, think about the smallest form of action you can take today. And for people completely disengaged, one of my things is get your butt on the Zoom. See if there's anything you can take away today that might inspire you to have one conversation today. Not 10. You're not ready for 10. You're not consistent with one. Get on the Zoom, send one message. Maybe tomorrow try 2. But to take from someone from 0 to 10, you're going to be pulling, and there's no inspiration or motivation there. So take action philosophy. What can you do today that you didn't do yesterday? All right, so let's get into it. Let's go over the promo and the analyticals. I told this yesterday. We went through this yesterday a couple times. I got my rainbow girl, Selena, on. She can be a red, blue, yellow. I'm asking her to be a green for you today and explain the buy 2, get 1 and the cash promo going on that we're all committed to playing full out on until Wednesday. I got unmute. You don't.
Got it?
You are on. Yeah.
All right, guys. So who is fired up? Who's already been running with this promo? Both of the promos, running for cash and running for the buy 2, get 1 free. All right. So buy 2, get 1 free. We're just going to jump into this, guys. Make sure you're always checking out the flyers. Make sure that you read the fine print at the bottom. The details are always there. If you're still confused, always log into your account, put it in your cart, check it out, see what happens. All right. But we're going to go over what is on the flyer. So the buy 2, get 1 free. So if you're in US or Canada, or if you've got customers US or Canada, promoters US or Canada, it's going to be the buy 2, get 1 free. If they are in Australia, it's going to be buy 2, get 1 for $1. All right. So buy 2, get 1 for $1. So that's the main difference between those. Making sure that you are letting your customers know that it has to be 2 of the same flavor, which Prove It has done an amazing job with getting that drop down right there that they can just go and select how many they want. I had a lady yesterday, she's like, I want 12 boxes. Totally bought 12 boxes, guys. It works. All right. So there's no limit on that, on how many they're buying. If they are wanting, say they don't want all raspberry lemonade, encourage them or help them to find another customer that they can split those with. So have that person get Swiss cacao, have them get the raspberry lemonade, split those up, all right? But it does have to be the same flavor. It all has to be caffeinated or non-caffeine. So 2 of the same boxes, and then they're gonna get 1 that is the same flavor for free, and it's gonna ship out when their order ships out, all right? And that is for new or existing customers and promoters. All right. Who's ready for the cash? Who's wanting the cash promo, guys? So the holiday cash. All right. Who's in running? I see you guys. You're already pumped up. All right. So on that has to be your personally enrolled new volume, guys. Now, there is one little stipulation on there. You have to have 2 new promoters coming on board or upgrading from customer to promoter. It does not specify they have to come in with an experience pack, but we all know how important that experience pack is, right? We all know that we're going to hit our $1,000 in new BV faster if they're coming in with that experience pack, right? So making sure we're still going through the play that works, making sure that we're still getting them started with the right option. But what better way for them to automatically be able to use the buy 2, get 1 if they're coming on as a promoter to get other people started in the right process of coming on with 60 servings, all right? That they're going to be able to be at optimized level of getting 2 a day, right? All right. So again, you have to have a minimum of 2 promoters, either a customer upgrading to promoter or 2 new promoters coming on board to qualify for this. And then you have to hit the BV values. So you're going to get 200 extra bucks, woo woo, if you get 100 in new personally enrolled BV. All right. You're going to get 400 bucks if you get 1,500 in new personally enrolled BV. All right. 2,000 in new BV, you're going to set $750. And this runs, it started yesterday at midnight, and it's going to run through till Wednesday, November 22nd at midnight. All right. So make sure that you also let your promoters know that the promo is not going to pay out until approximately 2 weeks after it ends. Okay. So let them know it's not just going to be in there on Friday. They've got to wait a little bit. It's going to be about 2 weeks. And you want to make sure that they are, maintaining those orders to go towards that volume, guys. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Selena. So guys, I've got 3 people on today to share with you, and they're going to go boom, boom, boom. Okay. I feel like with this promo going on right now, the best place to start is with your customers. Okay. Because it's a buy 2, get 1 free. So these people, if you're fishing for, a lot of new right now, focus in first on maybe those 2 promoters in your customers. And while you're doing it, go ahead. There's 2 things you can do while you're doing it. We're going to teach you through Jocelyn how to break into their network through the new volume. And while you're doing it, you're also going to be helping them decide where they want to be. Okay, I just got lost in my train of thought. So the first thing to do is just start combing through the volume. And Anna Justice, what are you doing? What does that look like for you guys right now?
Absolutely. So I'm really excited to be talking to you guys this morning. So first of all, I just want to say today is the first day of your business. Like tomorrow is the first day of your business. And we have an amazing promo happening right now that we can take advantage of to stock up as promoters and to share it with our customers and use the slow play to grow our business. So Nate and I are super excited. We've been reaching out to our customers. We've been telling our customers about the promo, but not only that, but the referral program, getting their product for free. I know that we have customers that are having absolutely amazing experiences, and those customers now are sharing it with friends, with family, and we're utilizing that. And you know what the most important part is that we are picking up the phone and we're actually talking to them. Instead of using social media, text messaging, Facebook Messenger, it's usually, the real easy thing for us to do in this kind of business is to use, social media. But to be honest with you, if somebody was to put a post up on their Facebook and say, hey, check out this great promo, I probably wouldn't buy right off of a promo when I see a Facebook post. It's just not sucking me in. But a relationship will suck me in. And so if somebody gives me a call on the phone and says, hey, Anna, we have this great promo happening right now. I really want you to consider it. I know that you've been thinking about trying the ketones, I would definitely think about it because they've actually genuinely reached out to me. They've taken that interest and that time. And so lastly, I just want to say too, is that as promoters, it's really important for us to have product to utilize and build our business. And we cannot expect to grow a business with such a low overhead without having product on hand. And those trials are crucial to reaching those customers and from customers making them into promoters. And so that's exactly what Nate and I are doing. We are just hustling with our customers today, and we're just sharing all around. So yeah, you guys keep going and just treat today like it's the first day.
Awesome. Thank you, Anna. Okay, guys, next up, I'm going to introduce you to Jocelyn, and she is phenomenal at taking a 10-day experience or taking a customer and running basically a pain point type testimony into the play that works and then finding out where to match, where they fit in. All right. So I'm going to let her, as you're contacting customers, just to recap, there are a couple things. When you're contacting customers and you are climbing through, and first of all, I would suggest time block your day to day and set a goal each hour on how many customers you can personally contact. And here's the things you're looking for. Number 1, offering them the buy 2, get 1 free. Number 2, while you're talking to them, smart ship, if you haven't already gotten them on a smart ship. Number 3, while you're having this conversation with them, why not tease the Black Friday coming? because now all of a sudden, every time you talk to a customer, you're creating that list and you're going to have a freaking big spike in volume with whatever's coming on Friday, because you're going to know based on the work you do in the next 3 days who your follow-up list will be with when that hits on Friday. And you won't be sitting there like crickets on who do I contact. And then the other thing I would suggest is plan, if this is in your local community and you have local customers, plan a mixer. Have that date, and while you're on the phone with them, invite them into that. And then if they're really interested and they're on the edge of maybe promoting or being a smart ship who gets free product, try this technique that Jocelyn's going to share with you.
Hi guys. So something that I do that I feel like has been really effective in kind of that transition from a 10-day to a customer promoter is going to them during the 10 days and, you know, just following up, make sure you're building that relationship. And then when they say anything positive that they're experiencing, maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's more energy, maybe they sleeping better, whatever their results are, I always go and ask them, do you mind if I share this? Because you really could maybe inspire someone else to take their health into their own hands. And most of the time they say yes. I tell them, like, you don't have to do a before and after picture. It's not something like crazy on my social media, but just share a screenshot of their conversation where they mention what they've noticed and what's gone well. And then I put it on my page and I tag them. And then that gets into all of their network and their friends are seeing it. And I always forewarn them. I say, you know, when I post these results, you probably are going to inspire other people. And if you do you mind if I give you just some quick things to say so that you can help them? And I give them the play that works. I tell them, you know, ask when they, you know, mention what it is or they message you, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? I show them how to send the video. And then I say, anything after that, just connect me in a 3-way conversation. And in doing this, I, you know, kind of help them say, you know, if you get 2 people, you get free product. But if you accidentally talk to more than 2 people, if more than 2 people of your friends list are interested, then you may want to look at even the opportunity to be a promoter, because you can not only get free product, but you can also make an extra income. And in doing that, I dabble into their network. If they don't decide to become a promoter, they can get free product. It also gets my hands on people that I didn't have access to before, but it also gives them the confidence that, you know what, I could do this. If they're talking to more than 2 or 3 people and they're getting that video out and they decide to do a 10-day, you know, I say, listen, like, I can take them, but you could easily do this. This is all that we do. And it just instills that immediate confidence that, oh, maybe I could be a promoter because they didn't understand it before this. So it's teaching that step. And then, you know, potentially they'll see like, oh, well, that was easy. I could do that. And, you know, then the promoter option is more viable to them.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And just remember, if they're not a Smart Ship customer or promoter and they don't have a link yet, teach them how to go to Facebook and share that campfire video from the Facebook page, or you can give them to your link. That was an awesome breakdown. Thank you. And finally, last but not least, and the third tip that I just had a promoter running this week, and I'm like, that's freaking genius. On here, I've got Anna Dornier to share what she's been doing with her customers.
Hi guys, so we have a Facebook customer group for all of our customers, for all of our team. And so the idea that we came up with is where we're giving away 2 packets of Splash every hour on the hour from noon to 8. So what I did at 9 o'clock this morning, and you can change the times, is I say, share your Keto OS experience and win the new Splash flavor. Right? Everyone's wanting to taste how that tastes, because not everyone has. So I just basically said, do you have a great Keto OS experience? Well, duh, is that even a question? Right? So we'd love to hear how you're loving it. So basically they're posting their experience on that post. And for every person that posts their experience on there, we're going to pick we're going to raffle every hour. So basically 9 times throughout the day. And we're going to pick a winner. And whoever is the winner wins 2 packets of Splash. And then they tag the person who introduced them to Keto OS, because obviously everyone is part of that team. And we also ask them, if you've been telling your friends about keto, or they've been asking you about it, let us know as well on your story. So that gives you an in to then talk about either the free product or the promoter option as well. And then having them tag you catches your attention to say, oh, I need to reach out to that person and have them share their story on their Facebook page.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thanks, ladies. Such good tips. So I'm going to make sure you get your paper and pen. I want to break it down for you one more time and just give you this action step. First of all, define your goal during your work block. What's your goal on how many personal conversations you will have with customers? Okay, here's that conversation and a checklist to hit. Number 1, the buy 2, get 1 free. Number 2, the smart ship. Number 3, find out if they want you to contact them as soon as the Black Friday special comes along. Number 4, go ahead and plan a mixer. And it doesn't have to be this week, but get the date established before you go contacting all these customers, and have, you're killing 5 birds with 1 stone here when you're having that personal conversation based on it's going, and it's always the plug in, get in where they fit in. So have the mixer date set and invite them into that. If they're a customer not in your local community, make sure you tell them, hey, would you like me to send you a link for a Sunday night 101 just so you can get more information on the ketones and keto lifestyle? We do them every Sunday night. And if you want, I'll just remind you every now and then we have them. And finally, if there's more interest, ask for permission to run the play that works with them. And that might easily hit you 2 customers upgraded into a promoter, and then also dipping into their network so you can continue to have new volume for the cash prize going on till Wednesday. The final thing that I just want to call to action and challenge you on is this week, because it's Thanksgiving, let's think about what we're grateful for. Okay, what I would love to have you all do this week, every day this week, is let's find, how we did with Brian James, the dreams, and we would post those pictures and hashtag it. This week, every day, let's find something that we are grateful for. It can be an image, it can be a quote, but let's use the hashtag grateful. So a post a day on something you're grateful for with a hashtag grateful. And that will be our action item today. With that being said, it is 11:30 and we just got to get to work. So we'll see you all back on here tomorrow. And we got the State of Play call tonight, and COCs. Don't forget, we've got the 7:15 call as usual. So have an awesome Monday. Rock it.